You are listening to the Hello Sport Podcast.
Are we good?
Well, there might be something you want to talk about, maybe like a loss or something.
We rolling?
I don't want to talk about that at all.
That's all right. What's up, punters and dribblers? Welcome back to another episode of the Hello Sport Podcast. Home for unqualified opinion and unwavering bias. Coming to you on a Monday morning / Sunday night.
You might be on the bus, you might be on the train, you might be in the ute, you might be on the header, you might be on the fucking Caterpillar, you might be on the mines.
Might be on the fucking push mower in the backyard.
You might be laying next to your missus and she's still asleep and you've slipped a couple of buds into your ear and you go, I'm going to listen to the aftermath of Manly Warringah Seagulls, the pride of the league, 8 comps, no spoons, getting one of the great wins, one of the great dubs, one of the great victories, one of the great fucking dubs.
8 comps, no spoons.
No spoons.
Hang on.
No spoons.
Donnie.
Same as the Dragons.
No, but Donnie, I'm mid-intro here. Okay. Now I'm going to pick it up at 8 comps, no spoons. I'm going to pick it up at 8 comps, no spoons. Manly get one of the great wins.
16 comps, no spoons. But
yeah.
You
Carry
cut
on.
1 spoons, bruh.
8 comps, no spoons. I've been cut off, and we've been cut off by the great. We've been cut off by the great Mad Dragon, who has joined us for a stream Sunday afternoon. Critically acclaimed. It did biblical numbers. I repeat, biblical numbers. Mad Dragon, your box office. How does that make you feel?
Biggest stream of all time.
Did you think you'd be box office?
no, I didn't. I didn't.
When you woke up this morning, you're like, time to be box office.
No, I'm just a regular bloke and turned up and talk shit with you blokes. So I was just, box office bullshit.
No.
Bullshit. You're bullshit.
But that's why your box office, mate, is because you are just turning up, ripping in, and doing your best for a club that's had no success.
And no wins today. An awful performance today. Did you even win the juniors?
we lost Jersey Flag and we lost New South Wales Cup, all to Manly. Sorry, you Blacktown.
Blacktown workers.
Why the fuck are you Blacktowning New South Wales
because
Cup?
we're salt of the earth, mate. We're of the people.
Like that. I'm just trying to. Manly.
Can't you from WA and you go for fucking Dragons? You can't talk about
Western Sydney,
You're
mate.
bloody WA. You can't talk
I'm
about
not born
who's
in
going for
WA.
who.
I'm born in Mudgee.
Yeah, you give a lot of WA. Mudgee, that's
Oh,
not
yeah?
Dragons.
Oh, well, you know what
Mudgee Dragons.
No, but you know what he is, though? He's Central West stock.
Can I ask you a question? Did your old man go for the Dragons?
He did, yeah.
So he
It's
passed that
narrative.
on to you, right? He said, "You're my son. I love you. You're my son. I'm proud of you. Go for the Dragons," right?
Yeah.
And were you like, "Dad, of course I will, because you're my dad." No, I wouldn't do anything else. I just want.
My sister tried to make me a Parramatta fan.
Right, but you didn't. You denied her.
There is a great photo of
How the
me.
fuck did that happen?
There's
How did
a-
your sister go for Parramatta?
Well, she loved Peter Sterling. The long flowing locks, of
As
course.
in long hair, Peter Sterling.
Yeah, the long hair,
Not
flowing
Paul
locks.
Sterling.
She loved Peter Sterling,
Yeah.
and she wanted to make me a Parramatta fan. And there's a great photo out there. It might be on social media somewhere of me wearing a Parramatta jersey, crying my eyes out as a 3 or 4 year old. I was also wearing a tutu, but I was crying because I was wearing a Parramatta jersey.
Okay, well that's fair. I was going to say, I hope to God, not in a no roasty, that you weren't just wearing another team's jersey, ad hoc.
No,
You were forced into it.
Not like roast. He was wearing a
Hashtag no
Parramatta
roasty.
jersey.
Hashtag no roasty, dude. That guy will wear any jersey you ask him to wear. And I love him.
Roasty of Parks born and raised fame. So obviously,
But Dragons fan fame.
yeah, but that's
Allegedly.
where
Yeah, where is the proof of this?
Yeah, I don't know.
well my love for Roasty ends at the fact that he's Parks, which is a Dubbo neighbour. However, the fact he's a bit of a fucking who's in vogue operator.
Warriors and Magic.
You're a
Man.
Dubbo boy.
Yeah, I am. But that's why when I heard that you're from Mudgee, it sort of perked my ears up. My grandmother's from Mudgee. My grandfather was from Mudgee, so it's a beautiful part of the world.
You guys might be related.
Well,
Could you imagine?
Listen, it's a small part of the world where there's not necessarily a whole lot of genetic diversity. So maybe I got a bit of dragon in me. That's Mad Dragon,
come here,
not
cuz.
the dragon.
Come here, cuz.
There you go, cousin brother.
There we
cousin.
go.
Hey, cousins. There we go. That's nice. Dude, that's nice.
Fucking who knew?
That's really nice.
Who knew? There you go.
Oh!
Lost it.
Did Liam Martin leap above? Oh, he's fucked his shoulder there, Liam Martin. Liam Martin, sorry, while we're recording this Punters and Dribbles, we are watching Penrith v the Knights 20-6. Liam
Was that Lucas?
Liam of a complete rugby league psycho fame, jumping across everyone, catches the ball,
Well, I tell you, you want to talk about
loses it, but looks like he fucks his shoulder, but he's all right.
Tom, if we can talk about absolute country boy dogs,
Yeah.
then Liam Martin's top of the list. The guy's a fucking savage.
He's an absolute savage. We were talking about this before, myself and the Mad Dragon, about Liam Martin generally and just his approach to rugby league. He's a complete fucking psycho. Hard to wrap your head around that level of aggression.
Him just jagging out of the line and feeding people makes my penis swell. I don't know
With
if that
pride?
But when he hits,
Yes.
yeah. But what about when he doesn't?
Well, when he does, your penis shrinks.
But surely he's a man of country stock. You're still swelled with pride seeing one of your country boys getting in there and getting it done.
I feel like he hits more than he misses, but that's a vibe thing. I could be wrong.
I agree. When watching the game, like it looks to me like he is having a fucking blinder, and then you look at the stats and go, well, that's not what I saw.
I've got a question for you, and this is honestly, genuinely, Mad Dragon. This is out of the blue. Like, I've never thought of this until now, and I don't want you to think that I've planned this question. But knowing you're a Dragons fan, I just feel like I need to ask it. I think it was Origin.
build up here.
No. When during Origin, I think it was definitely an Origin when Dragons, and I put inverted commas, legend Ben Cray ran away from Justin Hodges from that fight. Like, were you? How did that make you feel?
Fuck. Okay.
Because that was
So Ben Cray, second rower. You know.
Dragons.
In those times, a second rower had to stay in his corridor. so he pushed Justin Hodges, and then he realised he was out of his corridor and had to get back. So that's how I saw that.
You're right. That was just a man. That was a man out of his corridor.
He's like, oh fuck! I've got to get him back to my corridor.
And can I just to double down on that, Dragon? Do you long for a time when second rowers had to stay in their corridor?
Yeah.
I do not. That was like he literally never left that corridor.
No.
And he was really uncomfortable out of it.
He was fucking freaking out outside of that corridor.
If George Rose is going to put on a fight, it should be between Ben Cray and Justin Hodges.
But I almost think
how good would that be?
I feel like post-career, maybe Ben Cray, I don't know what the size difference is, but like in the moment, maybe Ben Cray in a ring has a better opportunity. But Jesus Christ, in the sky blue in New South Wales, running away from Hodges and Thaiday.
He's got to answer that, doesn't he?
He has to. At some point in his life, he has to acknowledge that. He has to go, I absolutely ran away.
If I'm Ben Cray, right, and I happen to stumble across this, which he almost certainly does, I'm running with the Mad Dragon channel.
Wrong corridor.
Dude, I was in the wrong corridor
At the wrong
I was under
time.
strict instructions from the coach not to leave. Makes a lot of sense. It really does.
When you saw it, were you? Because like I can understand being an apologist for your team.
I fucking know. When I saw it, man, the same reaction everyone else. It's like, what are you doing? Like, smack him. Don't run away. You just push him and run away.
And
like,
run,
really?
dude, run.
Yeah, listen, it wasn't a great look for the state.
Can we get that footage up, please, on the screen?
It wouldn't
Get that up over here?
I wouldn't be adverse to reviewing it.
I need to see. Have we got Ben Cray running away? Ben Cray running away.
It won't be hard to find.
No, here we go.
Going back to his corridor.
Oh, Kamali's in there. Fuck, that's how long it was.
Back to the corridor. There we go.
No, back to the corridor.
But now he's in the corridor.
He's in the
Now he's in the corridor. He's
And he's
standing his
sewing.
ground. He's standing his ground.
Yeah.
He'll throw in his own corridor. Just fucking.
Right,
Look at this. Look at this. Oh!
Back to the corridor.
No, dude.
And then
then
he
stands
stands
up.
his ground.
And
Then he stands his ground.
I'll stand my ground in my
He
corridor.
is a tough motherfucker, Ben
While I've
Craig.
got Justin Paul in front of me of one game Origin fame. Shout out to Justin Paul.
Also up 28-16, the 79th minute.
Dude, how do you not go and
know
throw
what?
hands?
All it does
That
is
was
it makes it harder to justify why he needs to go back to his own corridor.
That was purpose
when
built.
the game's over.
No, that was purpose built for you throwing at Justin Hodges, like try and punch Justin. Like Justin Hodges, I don't know if he was ever punched in his face during his career.
He deserved it so many times.
And he's a good dude. He deserved to be punched in the face a million times.
If anyone deserved the Nate Miles treatment,
Yeah.
it
was
was
Justin
fucking
Hodges.
Justin Hodges, sorry. He was
Justin Horro.
Not Justin Horro.
slip of the tongue.
Not Horro, friend of the show.
No slips of the tongue.
No,
we don't do slips of the tongue here.
We don't. Never.
And also, if you were to slip of the tongue, you are forgiven. No, not Justin Hodges. Justin Hodges should have been given the Nate Miles treatment.
A million times, dude.
There was one particular moment in a Dragons game where I think he should have definitely been given the Nate Miles treatment, where Brett Morris.
Yep.
Brett Morris was injured, fell down, lied on the ground, and Justin Hodges came in
Yes.
And
Yes.
fucking whacked him.
smashed him.
Yeah.
Like if this ever, perfectly legal. Don't get me wrong, perfectly legal. He's not tackled. Tackle's not complete. You can just put a finger on him. That's fine. But Justin Hodges decided to absolutely hammer him,
Smash him,
while
yeah.
he was prone on the ground, injured.
Yeah.
And not a Dragons player did anything about it.
Do you think this is my contention? Brett Morris, you have two wingers in the all times. I think Brett Morris is close to one of the greatest wingers of all time. If not, if it's Wendell, someone else.
He's definitely in the top three.
He's the best I've ever seen.
definitely in the top three.
I think he's the best I've ever seen. And I don't know if that's true or not, or if that's absurdist. He was one of the first wingers to ever do the aerial shit. Like, genuinely. Everyone's like, now, everyone will fucking gobble at Xavier Coates' penis. Quite rightly. I'm there to gobble too. I'm there.
Hey, I'm first at the trough.
I'm first at the trough to gobble.
I'm first at the G-hole. That's short for glory
I'm
hole.
first team all gobble, dude. But
I'm first team all hole, bro.
I'm there. You'll find me there, fucking like a hen picking up seeds.
Yeah, and working.
But Brett Morris, to me, felt like one of the first people to ever do it. Some of the things you would see him do, like in the air, put downs, were fucking psychotic. GI, obviously, as well. But Brett Morris, to me...
Different posse, though.
No,
Yeah.
but just in terms of, what they were doing, pushing the limits of what you were doing as you were going, as you were being taken out.
Advancing the game.
Advancing the game. And I think Brett Morris, not only does his record stack up, 2 Prems, many Australian jerseys, many Origin jerseys. Obviously, he made
Must be tough for Josh.
He made the smart decision,
Must
though,
be tough
to
for
leave
Josh.
the Dragons, right?
Josh was pretty good too.
Josh
Yeah,
was
but
great.
Josh-
Oh! Who's that? 16. Who's that? It's
Donny-
not Kai Pearce-Paul.
No, that's not
No,
Kyle
that's not.
Donny, Josh Morris, an incredible footballer, but 0-2.
From grand finals.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Dylan Lucas.
Dylan Lucas.
That's still on the good. I thought Dylan
Yeah,
Lucas
playing in the
was
second
7.
row.
Yeah.
Whereas,
He's a good player.
whereas the great Brett Morris, Dragons
And Roosters.
bang, bang, thanks very much.
And the better player. Sorry.
And so...
And he is, yeah, I agree.
Was it
But not by a country mile.
No,
The
no.
Morrises both
No,
can...
Josh was a great player.
The Morrises can both, as a familial collective, hold their heads high as going they were a great rugby league family.
Was Brett getting these ones on the sideline in Origin when he fucking chases down?
And then he gets up and chases down Greg. No, it was Josh. Was it
Was that
Josh?
Josh?
I think it was Josh.
I think it was.
I think that was Josh.
Was
I
it
think you're
Josh or
right.
Brett who chased down Greg Inglis of New South Wales great fame?
So either Josh or Brett's getting one of these ones.
Cody's saying it was Josh.
Because he
Okay.
did a fucking meniscus. It wasn't like he had a cramp. Like he'd done a
he
a
was genuinely
genuine
he was
injury.
genuinely fucked.
Yeah,
Like he
and
was
he got
done.
up and went for it.
So full respect.
Got up off the ground.
Yeah.
Josh Morris was a
Josh Morris was a fucking dog.
You could argue that bloke
He was a
deserved
weapon.
premiership.
He was a weapon. No,
Josh Morris deserved a premiership. No, you don't need to argue it. He deserved one. But
Well,
he's not the only one, is he?
there's plenty of cunts who deserve a premiership, like the Trebojevic brothers, who are going to get one very soon, I hope.
this year, Tom, they might get 3 in a row.
Correct.
I don't know.
Now, can we just go through quickly? Can we blow up the scores on the screen there? If that's all right.
As we blow those scores up, Donnie, are you a tipsman? Do you pride yourself on tipping games rugby league? Or?
Oh, no.
No.
I don't pride myself on it. I am horrible at it. But
So we'll start Thursday night, and it's actually probably a nice place to start in terms of
great.
origin. Teams not yet announced. We've got an unofficial list, punters and dribblers.
We are hoping to get the teams.
I believe we're getting one at 6 o'clock, which is
6:30, I believe.
We'll be hanging around if we need to. Also, origin teams not known to be kept behind closed doors necessarily.
Leaked to the media.
That's right.
Disappointingly.
That's right. So Dolphins do defeat the Sharks 30-28 Thursday night. Nico has a kick to tie it. Did you watch the game, Donnie? Have you got any thoughts?
What was this game? Serious? What was this? The Dolphins led 22-0 against the most pathetic Sharks I've ever seen.
Johnny, your phone's playing some sounds there, buddy.
Well, that's
You've asked the phone some questions. It's
Siri decided to start playing.
Hold on,
some
I've just
shit.
noticed Donnie's dragon socks. Just quickly.
Hang on, yeah. They're up too.
Hold on, put your legs up. Put your legs
they've
up.
seen winter.
Put them up.
They're
Lift them up. Lift them up for the camera.
They're up and
No, lift those up for the camera. Those socks.
and
look-
also folded.
But like, how old were you when you got those socks? Is that like 10-year-old socks?
Yeah.
And is there tape under the fold?
Nah, there's not. I actually thought about going to Woolworths and getting some tape.
You should have.
I didn't.
Look at these fucking
But,
socks.
Look
at that.
Look at that.
That's a man.
good
That's
stuff.
that's a man that loves the club.
Doesn't change the result, but it is nice. It is nice.
The unlucky socks. That's what they
Very
are.
unlucky.
So Thursday night, the Sharks are getting fucking pounded. You think Nico is like all at sea? They mount a fucking fair comeback. To be.
But the Sharks, even on that night, right? On that night, the night the game happened.
4 days
In our
ago.
fucking, but in our chat group, it was like, the Sharks aren't it. They're not it, dude. You can't. Say what you want to say. They
22-0.
came back. You can't be 22-0 down. With the fucking
At home.
with the Origin halfback, apparently, like you can't. You just can't.
At the fucking construction site.
You can't. Exactly right.
And trying to make a case for we are top of the fucking league.
You're not. Punters and dribblers,
Mums and daddies,
if you haven't had your good day,
then go and get fucked.
Yeah,
Because you're an idiot.
you're an idiot. You're silly.
It's taking the world by storm. That much we do know. Now, review time.
Review time.
5 stars, a game changer. I got to say, the instant impact of Good Day was genuinely mind-blowing to me. I'd be half asleep by 4 p.m, but since having Good Day, there's been no afternoon crashes. My mood and attentiveness has gone through the roof. I will absolutely be keeping my subscription. Rock hard. This multivitamin has left the shaft hard and the brain firing. Used to start the day in shame. Now start the day full of beans, ready to rock and roll all day long. Highly recommend for any dribbler or non-dribbler ready to better their life. Proofs in the pudding, begoodhealth.com.au, 20% off using the code dribbler, or is it dribblers? I don't know.
Work it out yourself. But that's the reviews are a perfect litmus test for you to be able to see how it's helping other people. But the beauty of it is that it's not just for energy. Obviously, energy, a very tangible fucking result. But it takes care of your nutritional health as well. Immunity, cognitive
Tommy was sick every day of his life. Now he's not been sick all year. Proofs in the pudding.
And honestly,
Proofs in the Rugby League
that's not a promise, but it is just the truth. That's what's happened to me. And I've
Proofs
had
in
a
the
house
Rugby
full of
League
sick
pod.
people.
Simple as that. Proof is in the Rugby League pod. begoodhealth.com.au.
The Sharks are one of the great horseshit lying teams. Like, they lie.
You
the
mean
Sharks
of
are liars.
lost fame?
The Sharks are liars.
Yeah.
They aren't going to win the comp. They might win a game, but
What
they
are the
won't.
Dolphins, though?
But they're
They're like
good.
fucking third.
I know.
Are they third or fourth?
Yeah, but I don't buy that form line either. Like, they'll never win.
I don't either, but fuck, they keep winning.
No, I know.
But well, that's a nice place to fucking excavate, though. So you've existed in a Wayne Bennett world, got you a comp in 2010. When you see the Dolphins doing as well as they are with the cattle they've got, is that just Wayne Bennett at his very best?
100%. Like, what? He is a freak of a coach.
Yeah.
Like, he is a skeleton and still...
Well, he's definitely a skeleton. Yeah. We were saying he will die in the saddle.
Well, there's two blokes who will die in the saddle.
No, but-
There's two people that have been consumed by the game. Wayne Bennett and Phil Gould will die in the saddle.
But only one of them is in the coach's box, and Wayne will be there, and he will be like, Phil
Gould will die.
He'll die at 100% footy. He'll die at 100% footy.
Yeah.
But Wayne will be in the middle of the game.
Chinese restaurant.
The hammer's going to get a runaway, and then it'll be like cut to the coach box, and Wayne will go.
That's how Wayne Bennett.
That's how Wayne.
There's no other way.
He's 78. How old's Wayne Bennett? 78.
How else does Wayne die? If not in the saddle.
He's dying
74.
in the box.
If Wayne died in the box. If Wayne doesn't
100%.
die in the throes of rugby league passion, the game is gone soft.
And what happens in that moment when that happens? What happens?
Can I be honest with you?
I reckon, honestly,
like if it's in the 5th minute of the game.
Can I be honest with you,
I
Donnie?
wonder whether Wayne's got like a in case I die mid game like necklace. It's like keep playing. Like these are the plays I want you to play. Like if I'm to die,
I like the nuclear code.
like if I was to die mid game, this is what I want you to do. And then after that, obviously, give me a state funeral.
Can I be really, really selfish, boys? I want Wayne Bennett to die in the box at Brookvale so it's heritage listed, World Heritage listed, and it can't be ripped down.
8th shit all of the world.
Bradman Best just scored, by the way, guys. Bradman Best.
Eight shit all.
Fuck off, Johnny.
What we do?
Look at this here, hold on, Johnny. Look at this, Bradman Best.
I had a BB.
Bradman Best.
I had a BB.
Good kick. A good kick from Jackson Hastings there. That's a good kick.
So
look at that. That's a good kick.
Latrell Mitchell ahead of Bradman Best.
Comfortably.
Bradman Best, he was pretty fucking good last year.
Bradman Best's great. He's just a centre. I don't mean that like he's a centre.
But he was good for New South Wales last year.
He was fantastic, mate. He was. But it was him and Cody Walker. And I'm not saying that you pick one without the other, but like Latrell Mitchell, he's the man. He's the man. Like it's Latrell. It has to be Latrell. He's fucking dominated. He's never lost a series. He's played multiple. The thing is, the problem that we say all the time, we've got too many weapons in the duffel bag, but like you can make an argument where you go like, well, you shouldn't have left Bradman out, but also like Bradman was a random selection when he got picked.
He was, yeah.
He dominated, and it was great for Bradman. His grandma punched on in a Keno section of a pub after he...
And apparently got the win.
No, she did get the win.
Good on her.
And Bradman's got some of the great tattoos you've ever seen. But you're not getting picked ahead of Latrell in this situation.
The way that...
Latrell provides cover.
That's right. But the way that rugby league greats like to talk about Origin, and quite frankly, it's the way that I'd like to talk about selections, is who would you want playing for your life?
As Jackson Hastings of Friends to Everyone kicks the goal. Do you want another bit?
Yes, please.
Yes, he would. Would you not want Latrell Mitchell on firing on all cylinders playing for your life?
Yeah. Like for me, I 100% agree with Tom. I think Latrell Mitchell is the same question I had for Queensland around David Fafita.
Yeah.
There's a guy that can win you a game by himself.
Yeah. Literally, though.
Yeah, 100%. Like, Latrell Mitchell is the kind of guy that if he is motivated in the right way and wants to do it, New South Wales win. Well, that's just how good he is. Like, he's
an absolute fucking freak. I saw comments from him today. I don't know if they were his own, if they were manufactured. You can never really be sure anymore. But it was basically him saying that he doesn't want to go into camp if there's the potential that he'll be made the scapegoat for a loss. which sort of implies that he feels he's been given the wrong rub of the green in previous series. But I'm also sitting there being like, he's never played a series that we've lost.
Yeah.
So that's more of a clubland comment than anything. Because when he's played Origin, we haven't fucking lost a series. So I'm just trying to work out where his head's at in that sense.
I agree. And where his head's at is that is the key question. If he wants to play and if he wants to guide New South Wales to victory, if that's his mindset, then fucking get him in.
So what he said today was there was a lot of doubt with New South Wales because I've never been looked after. I've been the scapegoat. I don't want to go into this camp being the scapegoat if they lose. But there's so much bullshit about me in Origin when all I've ever done is win for Origin. I've given everything to New South Wales, the badge and the name on my back, my family. Not having that protection after, when shit hits the fan, that's where the doubt crept in about going back and playing representative footy.
Where does that come from?
Latrell said that today.
So I guess what I'm trying to understand...
Who is that coming from?
Well, I'm trying to understand how that makes any sense, because in Origin, all he's done is win.
But who does, from Latrell's mind, and I wouldn't want to try and get in there, but in Latrell's mind, who is that criticism coming from? Is it coming from fans?
Is there any? Does he provide any further context, Tyler, in terms of?
It's not coming internally.
There's no further context after, but before that, so he started off saying,
very interesting.
So he started off saying I'm ready, I'm keen. If Madge wants me, I'm in. I'm ready to go to Melbourne and give it to some Queenslanders. I'm ready to go. If I get picked, I won't let the state down.
Shake me up. But listen to this next comment.
He was like, this is around 2019 when Freddie dropped him without explanation.
Yep.
He said there was a lot of doubt with New South Wales because I've never been looked after. I've been the scapegoat. I don't want to go into this camp being the scapegoat if they lose. I just felt like before I was always the scapegoat, that it was just easier to go against me than with me. There's so much bullshit about me in Origin when all I've ever done is win for Origin. I've given everything to New South Wales, the badge and the name on my back, my family. Not having that protection after, when shit hits the fan, that's where the doubt crept in about going back and playing representative footy.
That's one of the best.
I'll say this about that Trell statement. The time Freddie dropped him early on, I think he needed to be dropped. Every time he's played where he's been selected into Trell, he's fucking killed it, right? But there was a period where he got dropped where I think from memory anyway, obviously your memory is what it is. Yeah. Because Eddie's just dying here. Are you okay? Eddie's fucking...
Salt's got the better of him.
Yeah, the salt's got him. The salt's got him. You okay?
God, I got too confident.
He fucked himself up. You went hard.
Oh, God. I got
you
so
went full
cocky.
streety.
Mate, a mate of ours fucking raw dogged this thing a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, I saw
Donnie,
that.
and I just
he got he got up here,
and I thought I was the fucking man.
Where did Latrell say this?
To the Herald this morning.
I think there's a couple of things with Latrell, and there's the don't ever criticize Latrell, or people will make out that you're being racist or that you fucking hate him or whatever. That's bullshit to me, right? Obviously there are racist people who say racist shit, and that's awful. And
there definitely is.
Some of the things that I respect most about Latrell is his representation of Indigenous culture, right? So that's one of the things that that I respect most about him. So there's no But I do find sometimes with Trell that he can be a little bit oh fuck, everyone's against me, or everyone's...
Whoa.
And maybe that's also reasonable from his own perspective, because there is sometimes really unnecessary attacks on him, or unnecessary staff writer Fox Sports News, where it's someone's shitting on him.
Well, but off the back of those comments, though, and off the back of what you're saying, Tom, and I want to get your thoughts, Donnie, do you remember a time where... outside of when Freddie dropped him, right, in one of those games, maybe in 2018, 2017.
Very, very early on.
I don't recall the time personally where Latrell has been hung out to dry from an Origin perspective.
Holy shit. Moses Leota, holy fuck, that was a great run.
Do you know what I mean?
Holy fuck, that was good, dude.
in the sense of where are these comments coming from? Maybe they make sense in a clubland context,
but not from an origin. Not from an origin perspective. He's never been a scapegoat because he's won every series.
That was my big thing, though. Is where are these negative comments coming from? I don't think they're coming from inside the camp. They're not coming from inside New South Wales camp. There's negative comments from fans that they don't. What do they matter? Like to Latrell Mitchell, they shouldn't matter.
You can't listen to the fucking punter, mate. Like if you're Latrell Mitchell,
but
you're
also, but to that
because
point, right?
There's going to be so many
people saying things.
Yeah,
and like it's all well and good to be from our perspective, right? To be like, don't listen to the haters or don't listen to the dribbler, but like the
don't
reality,
listen to me.
But exactly. But the reality is though, and even on like a level that we are on. Obviously, a much smaller level, but like, if you are going to step into the arena of, and I will reiterate,
be careful off the back of fucking biblical numbers.
I'll reiterate again. I'll reiterate again in the absence of racial fucking things. But if you're going to step into the internet world. If you're gonna be a person who's out there, if you're gonna be a famous person, whether you're an athlete, whether you're a fucking,
if you're gonna step into the public,
if you're gonna step into the public eye, the reality is, rightly or wrongly, you can complain or you can say whatever you want. There are going to be absolute pieces of shit on the internet who are going to talk shit about you, and they do not represent the majority of people. In Latrell's instance specifically, where you go, most people like you, dude. Most people respect what you do. People also might not like you, but it's not because you're race. It's because maybe the way you play. But like most people are just like either indifferent or in your corner. But if you are going to step onto the field of the internet, you have to unfortunately be prepared for people to like say mean things.
Yeah. On the couch right now. Latrell Mitchell in the team or not?
Yes.
100%.
100%.
I know.
Exactly.
I said it last week. And I felt like I was speaking tongues on bloke in a bar. They were like, you want to have Latrell? I'm like, what the fuck are we talking about?
That's unanimous, though.
When we're on the couch on bloke in a bar, and I'm defending myself here, I said I'd pick Latrell. However, I don't know if he's definitively who they'll pick.
That which is insane to me. I was like, he was picked.
So
immediately.
Do you know what I mean? They're different.
For me, the only question mark on Latrell was the game on the weekend. Every time he got tackled, he clutched at his ribs.
Yes.
So that's the only question mark.
Needle him up.
Is he fit?
Donnie, have you heard of needling up?
Nail him up, Donnie.
I get that, but if he's not 100% fit, is he the guy?
Dude, you know what would be interesting? If we got needled up, just for the sake of like if I don't have a sore rib.
I've been needled up.
So have I, but like,
have you been?
But like really needled up.
Cortisone?
No,
have you been needled up? What's the difference?
I don't think they give, because cortisone takes it. They give that a week out. They're giving you like, get rid of the pain now.
Will needle me up, but
I would like to go and get needled up straight away just to feel it.
Just fucking needle me up.
Just
run it
needle
straight
me
challenge.
up. I don't know, like a Thursday.
Run it straight challenge. Needle up.
I think a different way of looking at it, which is what
fucking that's
needle me up.
There.
Run it straight challenge.
Needle me up. Run it straight challenge.
Get fucking Napa.
People
better be me.
At Napa. They're fucking brilliant.
And just snap cunts in half.
Snap me in half.
Let's think about it this way, boys. This is a way easier way to think about it. Way easier way. On their day, who is the most damaging footballer in the comp?
Jake Javovic.
Great answer. That's why I skip.
Excuse me, Donnie?
That's why I skip. After that, on his day, who's the most damaging footballer?
Hammer.
On his day? No. I think fucking Latrell on his day rips shreds off Hammer.
Yeah?
I think on their... Let's talk about on their day.
That was just an instinct answer.
Okay, on their day, Homole Olakawatu is as good as anyone else. There's a few that on their day you go like, wow, what are they doing?
Okay, but Latrell, right, who doesn't even need shape necessarily to succeed.
And I'll
so
Hamiso,
Hamiso, right, is a freak footballer. But how many times have you seen him go to the line, out the back of no shape, and fucking done something?
No, it's broken field. Broken field.
The thing that honestly...
Whereas Latrell can literally go... He can get the ball standing still.
He can
pick you up and fucking throw you a ball.
And that's what I was noticing.
Not the
that
same
game
thing.
on the weekend where they were playing who?
on the weekend. They played the Broncos.
I was like, because the
Shout out to those who fucking gobbled up that line.
I had Latrell in my bets, so I was obviously watching him more keenly. And when the Rabbitohs were attacking, I'm like, he is involved in almost none of their like attacking raids. Like, he's doing nothing. But then every couple of sets, at least early on in the game when I was paying attention, then he just chimes in out of nowhere, and you're like, it's such a like a weapon to have someone like him that picks and chooses when he comes in, but it's also equally like not one when it's like, you know, he can't be relied upon in every set like Manly would have when Turbo's playing, where every fucking time the set on their line, you know he's getting the ball at least once. Like Latrell, you don't know if he's getting the ball every time the Rabbitohs are attacking the line, because sometimes he's just not.
It's that double-edged sword, isn't it? It's like Latrell Mitchell, when he gets the ball, does amazing things, but if they're in an attacking position and he doesn't get the ball, where the fuck was Latrell?
I actually,
like, where the fuck was he?
Where was he?
But I actually think for that reason, he's much better suited, especially from a New South Wales perspective, at centre. Because you take away you weren't fucking working hard enough in defence, you weren't reading the game enough, you didn't smother kicks, all that bullshit that Dylan Edwards does, or will do, or can do, because he's a fucking workhorse, and he's got a huge engine. Latrell can just, like, come in and out when he wants to and throw fucking dimes if needed. Because his hands are still absolutely legit as fuck.
It is good that I am sort of on some, like, you know, weird positive energy level as the Panthers go in almost again. That the Tedesco actually didn't play well enough to keep Dylan Edwards out. After that game, even after the game, you and I were like, I didn't mind Tedesco.
But we were drunk by the second half.
Well, we were completely...
Teddy did go. He went okay.
He went okay. He scored a try. The second half wasn't as good, but at least it was one of those ones where most of the experts were going, you know what? Still Dylan Edwards.
Yeah, Dylan Edwards is still the better option.
Yeah, okay, he is now. Like, Dylan Edwards is the man. He's the one that people think, like...
But also, I think, in the case of in this case, if you get picked for a position and you unfortunately miss out on it because you're injured, and in Dylan Edwards' case, he's won 3 comps in a row, he's won a Clive, he should have won 2 if you ask good judges, you've got to give that man a crack. You have to give him a crack. You have to give him a crack.
I agree.
You have to.
100%. Dylan Edwards, he was the right man for the job in game 1. Nothing's changed.
What's changed?
Yeah.
What's changed? And I think based on, we will find out the squads hopefully at 6:30, punters and dribblers. There are whispers going around that Moses has been given a 7 job.
Here we go. No.
He can find the...
Hold on.
That's the biggest question for New South Wales, isn't it? It's the 7.
Do you want to see the rumoured team?
Yeah. No, just hold off for a second.
Just hold off. Just hold off. I think what I'm getting at, though, Don...
Forward! No way, dude. No
that
way.
Was flat! That's one of those ones, though, as a former referee myself.
Oh, you're a referee as well?
Yeah, so I referee.
He said he's done everything but coach.
Yeah. If the player's going, that's
touch.
Yeah, it's probably
forward. Yeah,
it's probably forward.
But
when the player's going, like, steps backwards and throws the pass, it looks like it's forward, and it's actually not.
But back to what we're talking about, and then it's in and around our conversation around Dylan Edwards. If you were picked and you couldn't play, then you should be picked again. So if Hines is replaced by Moses, I think it's because Moses couldn't be picked because he was injured. But if he was picked, he'd be playing, right? Whereas people going, Jake Chaboyevich should be replaced. I don't think we should be there yet as a state to pick players and fuck them off immediately when we had 12 men for 70 minutes. We had a bit of a crack. You can't get... What learnings can you possibly get from that game?
What does that look like, though? You get a guy, you make him captain, and then drop him the next game?
It's
No.
you couldn't
No,
possibly
dude.
do that.
What would they say about
the
the
fact
sleep?
that anyone was even calling for
I
that? There was
understand
people are.
he only played 29 minutes.
And I'm going to call out people: Mark Geyer, Joel Kane, maybe even Greg Alexander. If you fucking believe in the state of New South Wales, you cannot disrespect a fucking New South Wales captain so greatly that you go, oh no, we're going to drop you after one game of captaining and bring someone. Like, you have to.
not happening.
There's a greater good that you need to be aware of. And the gall, and I love all of the gentlemen I've named, except for Brandy, who hates Manly. The gall to fucking
Does Brandy
say
like
that.
anyone?
Brandy hates Manly so much. The only thing Brandy likes is dyeing his hair.
Dragons fans think Brandy hates the Dragons.
Brandy dyes his hair like it's going into fashion.
Well, Brandy got eye gouged by Steve Linnane from the Dragons.
Deserved it.
Tried to basically scoop out his eyeball.
He
Deserved
deserved
it.
And Dragons fans think that's the reason
Brandy's
you
one
won't
of the
the
great
Dragons.
dogs of all time.
You won't,
and
you won't hear me say a bad word about Mark Guy, one of the greats.
No, I
of all
love
time.
Mark Guy.
But Brandy Alexander, just watch yourself, bro.
No. And listen, and MG, he said that Jake should be dropped, and I disrespect that greatly, but I still love MG. Brandy.
MG's a guy that's grown a lot as a person.
Brandy's a bit, how you going? Can I just quickly, I'm going to ask any of the producers we've got back there to go and search the annals of history for Lee Hagipantelis' comments this week around the Tigers.
Is this still a thing?
It's shockingly so. But if you can find it and put it onto that screen, that'd be great. Whilst you do it, I'd also like someone else to also look up the tattoo, which I have. I'll actually send to you. The tattoo of the Sharks
is that
Juniors.
Sharks Junior?
I've got
Sharks
that
Junior.
photo.
That got sent to us early on, and
Yeah.
I made sure to screenshot it because I knew that we were staring down the barrel of this will get deleted soon. I'll put this in the chat.
Code Sports, I think.
It was on the.
Code
I saw it
Sports.
on Cronulla Juniors Rugby League. I
Okay.
saw it before it got taken down. It is.
It's on Code Sports.
It is one of the most fucking
What the fuck is that tattoo?
absurd tattoos that I have
He can't play.
ever.
He can't play.
Are we talking about?
It's in the newspaper. It's in Buzz's column today.
Are we talking about? Are we talking
Buzz
about?
wrote about it in his column today.
That bloke can't play. Like, he's cancelled.
Have you read what it said? It's
Yeah.
so fun.
I'm not going to read
horrible.
it. Listen, I'm not going to read it.
No, it's
I'm
horrible.
not going to.
Tom, you're not reading
I'm not going to read it, but I'm going to read it. But I'm not going to read it.
Yeah, okay.
I'm not going to read it. There it is on
I'm
the
with
screen.
you.
So it's some guy with fucking he's too muscular, but are we shocked the guy has dual sleeve tattoos? No, we're not. So on one thigh it says, "Eat shit, F."
Yep, we know what that is. Yep.
Insert homophobic slur.
Homophobic slur.
Yep.
Horrible.
Then on the other thigh, it says snort lines and fuck. Like, you have to be, and honestly, when this was sent to me, I thought it was a joke. You have to be a very specific type of brain dead.
Who
dumb
is this guy?
Fuck, I don't know.
Does he have a name?
It doesn't. You know when people are like, oh, he was young. It's like, I was never young enough to be this stupid.
Yeah.
I was never young enough to be this dumb. I was never like influential or like easily influenced enough to be like, oh,
Tobler, what's his name?
Yeah, I'm trying to find it.
Eat shit F-bomb. No, let's not name him. Let's not.
He's not named in
He's
the
playing under 21.
Yeah, but who gives a fuck? Let's not name him. We don't need to do that.
No.
Eat shit F-bomb, snort lines, and fuck.
So
Now,
I'm pretty sure they've said to him, like, cover him up or you're not playing in New South Wales.
You would
company
imagine
ever again,
he'd
but they're still going to allow him to
probably
play.
get rid of those. Right?
Was this photo not the lead photo on a Sharks post?
It was
Yeah, so
not.
if you look at this, what I've got on the
Cronulla
screen,
Junior, yeah.
Cronulla Junior, visit our website and check out the full gallery of images from.
Someone's been shot at the social media level. We know
Eddie,
that.
the second Scotty
Well,
Bellotti sent that to me, I screenshot it.
As a
knowing
social
it was gonna
media
take me out.
person, I don't know. You're looking.
Can I be honest?
deeply at the tattoos,
Can I
or-
be honest with you though? The moment I saw it, I go, "What's that say?" That looks-
Yeah.
Can I say this as
They're
well,
gonna be-
Donnie? If I can.
And the
that's fair. That's fair.
the
If
word
you-
on his right thigh is
If
not
you-
something you want going on.
But also, you know what? That has to filter throughout the club. That old Johnny Two Sleeves has a hard F on his thighs. You know?
Johnny All-Limbs.
Snort lines too. Like
someone has to be like, oh yeah,
that's
have you
part of the
seen
culture.
the completely fucking obnoxious tattoo this dumb prick has on his thighs?
Have you seen Johnny All-Limbs his colour? Have you seen
kid's
the
got
ink? Have you seen the ink on his thighs, bro?
It makes no sense either. That's also the thing that's worse, is it's actually
Surely
like...
somebody at that club at some point has noticed it.
That's
and
what I think.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Someone.
They've also
Anyone.
they've also gone Danger Zone over the top from Top Gun.
They were playing Danger Zone in the music that was playing while the photo before they took it down.
I can say that. Yeah.
Highway to the Danger Zone.
No.
Unfortunate.
I just think that you would, if you've got that sort of message on your thighs, people would know about it.
Eat shit, F-bomb, snort lines and fuck.
Yeah.
Like it. I mean, again.
I hope he's not good.
Yeah.
If he's Cam Smith incarnate,
I would
there's a
hate-
problem.
I would hate to miss out on a good player just because he's a fucking cunt.
No, but you know what? He shouldn't lose. If he's young enough, we don't know what his name is, but he looks dumb. So I'm prepared to say this is a dumb kid who looks dumb, is doing dumb things.
He's not that good.
You shouldn't have your career ended for being a stupid cunt.
No, you can't.
I don't
Get in
think
that laser chair, baby.
I don't think by itself.
Cover it up.
I don't think by
Tab it
itself that's the career.
Well, like
ender,
it's
but-
way easier to just cover it than laser. As we know, our good friend Chris Mushin, no regrets.
Shout out
regrets.
to so dear friend of the show, Chris Mushin. He's a dear friend of the show.
Dear friend.
And he won't mind if I.
No, he
call
won't
him
mind
that.
if he's missed a good day.
Well, he's a friend of the show. He's Mr. Good Day. He's part of our venture, and we love him dearly, Donny. But the fact of the matter is that he is trying to get a Balinese tattoo,
Removed from his hip.
the old school bamboo job.
Where they're like,
Knock
it in.
It's been knocked in with purpose. No regrets. I think he's round 15 to the laser.
He's trying to get this. He's trying to get this tattoo on his hip removed.
Yeah.
No regrets. And every time we see him, it's like, I just honestly can't believe the irony in having a tattoo that says no regrets.
And he's like, it won't come out.
He has regrets.
He has plenty of them. He has plenty of
He has
them.
plenty of them. Point is, even someone that gets a tattoo saying no regrets could have
No wonder
regrets.
Connor can't answer us, dude. He's on fucking Matty
Oh,
Johns.
fuck you.
How's the pink jumper for Suoliti?
Hot.
That's nice. Yeah, I like it. It's a cardigan. Is that a cardigan?
No. Suoliti's not in a cardigan.
Well, a cardi's got buttons. Done.
That's a lovely.
cardigan.
No, that's a jumper, Donny.
Donny, a cardigan's got
What
buttons.
is that?
It's a jumper.
Do you know what a cardigan is? It's got buttons.
That's a women's jumper.
It's a jumper.
A cardigan is not a woman's jumper. A cardigan's a jumper with buttons.
Okay. Well, what is that?
That's a jumper.
Well, he's looking at his phone right now, so he knows.
Fuck you. Whereas Connor Watson is in a beautiful jacket. Fuck, he's hot.
Oh, so they got their phones out in case they get messages from Madge and shit. Oh, that's good.
Connor has to get one. Otherwise, why is he on the podcast or the show right?
I don't know whether Joe needs his phone out.
Nah, but that jumper's nice, though, dude. That's a nice jumper.
But I want to clear something up with you,
I'm
Don.
not a fan.
Donny, I want to clear something up with you. What Joseph's wearing is a jumper. It's not a cardigan.
Okay.
Because a cardigan's got buttons.
You got to have buttons to be a cardigan.
Okay. Well,
I'm just letting you know.
fair enough.
No, it just seems like
It
you don't
looks
like
It looks like a cardigan.
Well, no,
like
it
you get
doesn't,
upset about
though.
it.
It doesn't look like a cardigan. Donny.
Well,
Donny,
it
you
looks
get
like
upset.
a cardigan-
It looks
I
like
feel like
what
you get
I
upset
imagine
about
a
it.
cardigan.
a cardigan's buttons.
What's a
jumper?
cardigan? No. What's a Donny cardigan?
That.
It's a
It looks like a cardigan. It's
Why?
a
Because it's fluffy.
no, because it's a loose fitting jumper. That,
cardigans have got buttons, though.
do they?
Yes.
So you think a cardigan's a loose fitting jumper?
Okay. Yeah.
We need to get you a cardigan. We need to send him a cardigan. We need to
Someone
send him
get Johnny a
That's a
cardigan.
cardigan.
What am I looking at?
Can someone get a photo of a cardigan up for Donny, please?
When Connor's back on screen and he's put his phone on the table, should we call him?
I'm going to call him.
Hold on. Let's just
I'm
wait.
gonna call him.
Wait till he's back on screen.
Is this definitely live?
Yeah. Put it on private.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Well, actually, no, I'm not going to put it on private.
No, because
it might be.
it's all our match.
Yeah, okay.
So let's just... He's probably getting pounded with this, but let's just try it. Punters and Dribblers, we're brought to you by Neds. You know that by now. They are the number one punting platform on the face of the earth. We love them damn near to death. And I got to say, I don't know, I have to say this. And they'd say it too if you asked them. They'd say, Tommy Burns gave us one of the great poundings on the weekend. He had his way with us. And I did.
Legs behind the head sort of stuff?
Yeah. Daddy had one of the great
Pound Town
weekends.
nines on?
Pound Town nines on, really good grip. And I took Neds to Pound Town this weekend. Responsibly, of course, but...
But what, one of the great thrashings?
There's no place I'd rather do it. Now, you would have found those bets that I was putting on the weekend in the About Even group. There's a code to get in, Dribbler. There's about 5,000 or 6,000 of you motherfuckers already there. We'd be the biggest group in town.
A lot of playboys and playgirls in there.
Lot of playboys and playgirls in there. What's gambling really costing you? For free and confidential support, call the number on screen or visit the website. Now, we tried to call Connor Watson. We realised he's put his phone on do not disturb, Edward. Which, if you would have watched the Matty John show, you would have thought that the theatre, which is what they were doing, is they put the phone down and went, wait till you hear from fucking Madge.
We put it to the test, Tom. So basically, Matty Johns has...
It's a lie. The whole show's a lie.
The whole
show's a lie.
He has the regular panellists, but he also have Joseph Suaalii, who cannot be picked.
He's also not wearing a cardigan.
Who is not wearing a cardigan, much to Donny's dismay. We will go through that later. But also Connor Watson, of most fuckable man on the planet, sitting there pretending like he's waiting a call for Madge.
Yeah, Connor pretending like he hasn't been picked in New South Wales.
But that's how we know he's been picked.
Yeah, look at that guy's face.
The guy's been picked!
That guy's just been picked for New South Wales and he's smiling his fucking ass off.
Can I do a preemptive fucking round of applause for Connor Watson? Donny, you'll like this. Connor Watson born Dubbo Base Hospital. You know what I mean? He's made of the right fucking stuff. And the man can play all over the park. He's fucking gorgeous. We can negate the Reece Walsh hot factor because we've got the hottest guy in the history of rugby league football. Okay, coming off the pine, prepared to do a job. Surely you're turned on by that as a mudgy man.
Absolutely. 100%. Connor Watson, he adds that utility value. He can play any position on the park. No matter what happens in the game, he can plug that hole.
Speaking of plugging holes, who would you masturbate to in the NRL?
Zach Lomax. Without hesitation.
Yeah, okay,
Good
that's
answer.
so fair, dude.
No,
That's
good
so
answer.
fair.
Good answer. I wouldn't be far off, except to be Tommy Tellau and Ruben Garrick in a three-way. No, good to know. I think it was a fair question, right?
Listen, it was a fair question.
I think it's a fair question.
Tom, it was a fair question with a better answer.
Yeah, exactly right.
It was a fair question with a better answer.
Exactly right. Now, I want to draw your attention, both of you gentlemen, to one of the great cocksuckers in rugby league history, and I say that with an alleged beforehand. Do you guys remember the chairman of the Tigers, Lee Hagipantelis, litigious Lee?
No, I'm well, Tom.
So
we've been using alleged when we talk about him.
Very careful. Be very careful.
Alleged.
Just say alleged, mate. You'll be fine.
He was allegedly quoted in the media this week, basically saying, as a fan of the club, it's very disconcerting. And he's talking about the amount of coverage the Tigers have had recently. I've never seen as much ink spilt or as much airtime spent on the West Tigers as I have over the last particular week. I'm disheartened by the results because, of course, 9 losses in a row is hard to take. What's more concerning is the suggestion of a lack of effort and engagement from the players. I know the players and I can't accept that. I know the players, and I can't accept that. I know they're putting in the effort, irrespective of what the results are. This Lachie Galvin situation is going to be a distraction for some time, and it's the 4th release that has been requested. Now, before I let you guys in, Lachie Galvin has apparently already agreed to stay with the club, despite the fact that Hagipantelis, litigious Lee, has said that he knows it's going to be a distraction for a long time. It's also, and I just want to posit this to you, gentlemen, whose opinions I respect implicitly.
Thanks, mate.
Lee has said that he's never seen as much ink spilt or airtime spent on the West Tigers as there has been over the last week. How do we feel about that, given that Lee was sacked about a year ago and everyone noticed it?
I have my opinions, Tom, but I'd like to throw to our guest tonight.
Well, I would love to get you some sort of something cobbled together of all of the stories about the West Tigers that happened during the time when Lee Hagipantelis was
Hagipantelis
at the Tigers.
Hagley Apprentice.
Whatever his name is.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
No.
That's basically it.
Yeah,
allegedly.
you're doing your best.
Hagipantelis, allegedly.
You're doing your best, and that's all that matters.
Well, so is he.
but I'm with you.
But keep going.
No, the lack of awareness that Lee Hagipantelis has about the fact that he was the biggest talking point in the history of the Tigers. Now he's like, oh, fuck, I've never... Like, he would be smarter, Lee Hagipantelis, to shut the fuck up and say nothing about the Tigers. But now he's saying... To say things like, I've never seen the Tigers being spoken about that much, you're like, shut the fuck up.
Like, you're wrong.
You absolutely idiot.
You are categorically wrong.
Hagipantelis,
you went through 2 fucking spoons back-to-back when you were helming the ship. You went through one of the great fucking shit shows of all time. Let's not forget, and I am, Tom, sitting next to someone that served for the fucking nation, and again, thank you very much for your service, Donnie. But let's not forget the absolute shit show last year around the Anzac Day. The most holy, the most sacred of days. The most sacred of days. And I'm not taking the piss when I fucking yell that.
Mr. Hagipantelis.
It is the most sacred of days, and we all agree on that.
Of course.
Hagley Apprentice was helming the ship when they were rolling out yank fucking photos, right?
Yeah.
Yank photos for the holy day.
They weren't Australian weapons.
For the holy day.
They weren't Australian weaponry.
For the holy day, Tom, they were rolling out yank photos, right? And you could go, oh, that's a little bit of that's super misguided and a real big fuck up. But if it was just one era surrounded by greatness, you go, that's a fuck up, whatever. But it was fuck up after 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 fuck up into back-to-back spoons, gentlemen, right? Hadgley Apprentice, then fucking Hadgley Apprentice.
This fucking name.
Dude,
but Hadgley,
how do you actually say it?
Hagley Apprentice.
No, but Hagley Apprentice, right?
How do you actually say it?
No, that's it, dude. We're on it.
Hagley had his appendix removed.
Yeah, appendicitis.
He then goes, oh, I got broken up with. I got dumped. Comes out, 6 months later going, I'm pulling my sponsorship. It's like, yeah.
We assumed that, brother.
You got dumped, bro. But
we assumed that one, brother.
The fact that you have come out of back-to-back spoons, the most tumultuous period in the history of the club, and saying that, oh, now there's issues, is fucking insane.
Yeah.
Mr. Hagley Apprentice.
coming out and saying, like, yeah, the missus that dumped me, she's still ugly.
Yeah. Oh, no, it's all good. I actually didn't want to be there either.
Yeah.
No. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
So
embarrassing.
But so like as a man that served his country, and again,
with the plum.
Thank you for your service. But like when you saw them backpedaling around all that fucking Anzac Day stuff, were you just like, did you wish they came out and go, we fucked up, we own it, we move on?
Yeah, 100%. Like they come out
instead of murdering some kid from fucking graphic designs who they executed.
Yeah.
In line with the Geneva Convention, they killed him, but it was deserved, right? They blamed him. They said this is within war crimes. Like, we can kill this man.
Listen, it was a war crime, but you got to run that up the pole, Tom.
We ran it up the pole.
Well, no, they didn't run up the pole.
Hagipantelis, he said execute this man. Kill him. Kill him.
Yeah, but that was the problem, Tom. Is that he ran it? He was the man up the pole. He's trying to do a corporal for a fucking general's job.
No, he ran it up to himself, and he said, "Kill that man."
Are we making sense? Probably not. Donnie,
Probably
any
not,
thoughts?
No, none. No.
Terrific.
Okay.
So Justin Pascoe and Lee Hagipantelis have just bought a 25% stake in the company that owns the Newcastle Jets.
The Newcastle Jets.
The A-League.
The A-League side.
They're quarter share owners of the whole Jets franchise.
Can I ask you this question, right? Can I ask you this question?
So that is a sinking ship. That is a sinking ship buying a sinking ship. What the fuck is...
I need to ask you this question.
Yeah.
My understanding of investment, right? As
It's a money question.
Okay.
As I know it.
Yeah, okay.
As I understand investment, Eddie.
Yeah. We'll do our best. Yeah.
And from a you know, like
I'm a financial
from you
planner,
and I,
by the way.
we're
he's a fin planner.
you're a fin planner, and you and I invest in things.
Yep.
So now I've got my financial planner to my left, and I've got my fucking business partner
Got the
to
same.
my right.
I've got the same qualifications as Ben Cray.
Well, except you won't run away from nothing.
No,
I
would
would
stand
have
and
thought that when you invest in things that you see financial return on the horizon. Would that be fair?
That would be the assumption.
How? In the name of all things sacred. Tell me we've got that. Just get it on. What is it? What's going on here, mate? Like, with your socks and your fucking...
You know what I'm going to do for you, Don? Fuck. You've come all the fucking way from Perth. You've played an absolute blind. I'm going to clean it up for you, mate.
Yeah, do it. No, get him. How does that make money?
They came third last.
How does
this year as well.
third last?
Yeah, the Jets.
The Jets came third last. How does that make money? You don't make money on the Newcastle Jets. How the fuck does that work?
You can't make money out of an A-League club.
How the fuck does that work?
No, I don't see how you make money out of an A-League club. Full stop.
If you were going
Any A-League club, like it's Melbourne Victory, like there's no money there. The club, the competition is going backward.
Yeah, they're completely...
Who watches the A-League?
No one.
Exactly. Like, how do you make money?
How do you make money
out
of
of
it?
no one watching?
Makes no sense.
Like if no one watches Hello Sport,
That'd suck, but obviously that's...
you don't make money out
Well,
of
of
it,
course
do you?
they don't. That's why we fucking didn't make money for the first 5 years, Donny.
But everyone's fucking
In the
watching
absence-
now, so now
in
you're
the
making money.
absence of views,
and you can
you're
afford
in-
to fly me over here to fucking talk shit with you.
So what the fuck? How does that work then? I don't understand.
I don't know. Get the
It doesn't make
It
sense
makes no sense.
at all. Anyway, well, good luck. Good luck. As my financial advisor, what would you... Have you got any stocks? Can you insider trade me anything?
Nah.
Melbourne Victory
No,
make about $20 million a year.
How? That is insane.
They got about 26,000
Melbourne Victory make
members.
$20 million a year.
Profit.
Revenue. Annual
Revenue. What's the profit?
I don't know what the profit is.
Revenue.
Revenue's a profit.
Fuck all.
Okay.
Revenue means
Revenue's a
The fin
profit.
planner.
Revenue's a
Revenue's
profit.
different.
Come on, we've got the fin planner on here, mate. That's
What
that's
are
the
they
way it
making
works.
prof, dude? What are they making prof?
Haven't they folded?
They're running a loss.
Vicky haven't
The
folded.
Jets were purchased in 2016 for $5 million.
We could buy that. Well, no, we couldn't. But we want to buy it. We couldn't buy that at all. But our
Apparently
goal
the
is
Jets'
to buy an
annual rev
NRL
is at
team.
best $8 to $9 million, and it covers a fiscal loss each season. So they're just
course it
losing.
does.
They're losing money.
They all
They're
are.
currently losing money.
Yeah,
They've always lost
pay
money.
$9 million for the club and then
But-
wear a $1 million
But
loss a year.
if you were in the business of buying a profitable sporting franchise in Australia, it's essentially the Broncos, and that's about it.
Dragons probably also as well. Your members are pretty good,
actually,
aren't
rugby league clubs.
They don't make
no,
money.
no.
They don't make money. They get given money.
Traditionally, you're right, but over the last 5 years, I reckon most rugby league clubs are making a profit.
I actually think you could turn a rugby league club into a profit pretty Like, no, they don't. But I think you could turn a rugby
you're
league.
right in what you're saying.
I'm talking about
they get
you
a
don't.
fuckload.
I'm saying take away the 14, 15 million you get from the NRL every year.
Yeah,
so they make money.
You could turn one.
But that covers the salary cap.
You could turn one. Yeah, that money's salary cap.
So what they get from the NRL covers the salary cap.
They get $3 million more than the salary cap.
They do get more
approximately.
But you could. Are you telling me that you and I, when we own Manly, and we
but we don't own Manly yet, mate.
No, but I'm saying
when we do, the league's going to get the shock.
Yeah, they are. They're going to get a huge shock. They're going to wake up. They're going to look up from their cup of tea and go, "What the fuck?"
Donnie, I want you to be the first to know this.
Yep.
Because we respect you as a father, we respect you as a man that served his nation, but we respect you as a fucking rugby league man
and a friend.
We're gonna own.
Yes. Yeah.
Finish that before I slip.
Yeah. No. You go.
We're gonna.
Yeah.
Fuck, they went straight up that notch.
That's what it's all about.
We're
Donnie.
going to.
That was the other one.
Wow.
How do you feel about Tom and I owning the Manly Seagulls?
We're going to own the Seagulls one day.
How do you feel about that?
I think that's fantastic.
Yeah, that's going to happen. And it's going to happen. And we will bring you as a guest of honour to games. So when the Dragons are playing Manly, you'll be given we're going to give you every possible. We might even fly you in on a helicopter.
I feel like Donnie's now like a dear friend.
Do you think I could bring in the game ball?
Yes, that's what. Like, we fly Donnie in with the game ball. People in the NRL will be like, "Why?"
They'll be like,
"Why is the club doing this?" And like, the owners have a mate.
Even though I don't go for man, like I'm bringing in the game ball.
They'll be like, "What? For what reason? Is this for a specific round?" No, they just the owners have a friend who they just want to fucking. They got a mate who they want to fly in a Black Hawk. The owners have too much money.
Yeah. That's the dream.
That's the dream.
Donnie, can I ask you something? What do you make of Suoli'i's cardigan?
It's not a cardigan.
It's a great
Doesn't
point.
have
No,
buttons.
it's not. No, it's a jumper.
It's a great point. Okay.
Before we go, have we got any dribbles?
I've got a question I want to ask before we get to some dribbles.
If we have any.
Oh, we don't have any.
Sweet.
We'll fuck the dribbles off. How do you? I'm going to preface this whole thing, and I'm going to shape to you, Donnie. So let me just pour my heart out here. Tom and I have always been of the opinion that Shane Flanagan has been maligned for reasons that I can't understand. As a coach, he took the Sharks from fucking nothing to premiership winners, never been done in their history. Basically created the club, the team that won the comp himself, as far as I'm...
Built it.
He built it, as far as I'm aware, right? Then he was essentially in the rugby league wilderness for fucking ages. Now he's at the Dragons. It seems to me like it's going pretty well. What's your opinion on how Shane's going? Have you got any insight or you want to share with the boys? How do you feel about him generally?
I think he's doing a good job. I think... I was told by a Sharks fan that when he took over, that it was going to be a roller coaster. That, like, as a Sharks fan, like watching him do his thing, and there was a lot of decisions that he made and a lot of things that he did that he didn't agree with, and like carried on, and like as all fans do. There's things that happen, and you're like, oh, I don't understand why he's doing this. And there's a lot of that, and I think that holds true for me as well. There's some decisions that Shane Flanagan makes. Jack Bird, for instance, is like, what? Why is he held so highly? I don't.
You don't believe in Jack Bird?
I don't understand that.
Is he injured? Right? He is injured.
He's
right?
injured at the moment.
And you don't believe in him?
No, not really.
So you feel?
I feel that Jack Bird. He's been a great player, but I don't think he's got too much left to give. Having Shane Flanagan say that his best footy is in front of him seems disingenuous to me.
You don't think so?
I don't think so, no.
Okay.
But in terms of where the club's at now versus where it was 18 months ago.
It's hard to argue, isn't it? It's like looking at last year, we won 5 games all season. What have we won this year? 6, 7, something like that.
This must feel like you're getting your balls sucked every week, right?
7.
What's the worst season of your life? Can you remember?
Yeah, well, obviously the last couple of years haven't been great. Probably not last year, the year before.
Do you remember what you came?
10th.
And why was that the worst year?
Because I thought we could do better.
Yeah.
And didn't.
Yeah.
And then there was a question on the live stream tonight we didn't get to. At least you might have got to it, but I may have been in the toilet. I didn't hear it, so I want to hear it again anyway, even if it was answered. Ben Hunt's re-signed for another year. You went hard in the paint.
You were like, fuck Ben Hunt.
About Ben Hunt and his position in the club, particularly as captain. Very animated, in fact. How do you feel about him re-signing for a year?
I think when you got your captain coming out and saying he wants to leave,
No, I'd be pissed off too. I get that.
that's a horrible look. That's a horrible look, and I think when your captain comes out and says he wants to leave, let him leave.
But now
because you don't want to keep a guy that he can't still be the captain, can he?
But is he still the captain?
He is,
And he remains the captain, and he has re-signed. He's also a fucking brilliant footballer.
He is a brilliant footballer.
So on some level,
I
you
agree
must
with
be
that.
fucking happy, right? Or not?
no. I would prefer to have people that want to be there. Like obviously,
So you'd rather not have him.
right now, or when it happened, certainly. Right now, I think he actually wants to be there.
Can I be honest with my opinion? I think Ben Hunt's too good for the Dragons.
He's way too good. Like, life's too short to play for
Ben
your
Hunt
team.
is a fantastic footballer.
Where's
he going?
Anywhere, right? Like
Who?
anywhere.
Who's taken on?
I think he'd find a spot at the Titans pretty easily.
Don't you?
Is he?
Or don't you?
I don't
You
know.
said where would he go, and I've offered.
How do
Titans.
you subscribe to the commonly held belief that life is too short to play for the Dragons?
I disagree.
Because people, no, but people
You just-
say that.
You say that.
Where do I say
No,
it?
smart
You're
people.
the only people that say that.
No, we don't say it. Smarter
You're the
people.
only people that say
Smarter
that.
people than us say it. We might say it as well.
Dotty, you're giving me too much credit. You're making
No,
me
no.
sound smarter than I
Yeah,
am.
we
mate.
might also say it, but also we may not. But so what? You think? So you're happy with Ben?
I think Ben Hunt right now looks like he's happy to be at the Dragons, and I think he's playing good footy. But
Put you straight. Can I ask you to put you straight that away?
No, I'm still not. Honestly, I am still not happy with him being captain. I don't think he should ever be the Dragons' captain, because you can't have a bloke that is the captain coming out and saying he does not want to be at the club.
So who'd you have as captain then? Come on.
Fuck every answer I think of in my head. Like Zach Lomax. Nah, fucking going. Blake Laurie barely in the fucking team.
It's not. There is
Jaden Sewer doesn't talk. I don't
think I don't follow Jaden Sewer closely. I haven't seen leadership quality out of the kid, to be honest. He's a footballer.
He leads by example, but he doesn't he actually, when he re-signed, joked about him being, next year I'm the captain of the side, because he doesn't talk. That was a joke, and Dragon fans sort of saw that joke and thought, he's going to be the captain next year. Oh, that's great. And it's like, no, it's actually a joke because he doesn't. He never talks.
Yeah.
That was.
There is a bit of a leadership vortex there, to be honest. There is.
For a side that is the. I might be wrong here, but I think the Dragons are the older side in the comp.
No, the Roosters
On
would
average?
be.
The Roosters?
The oldest side in the comp.
Based on.
As in age.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'd have to ask the boys for that.
Sorry,
I thought you were saying who's the oldest club in the comp.
No. I'm talking terms of age of the players, I think the Dragons are close to the oldest.
Mate, I actually don't know, but now that you've brought that up, it's interesting. And it sort of ties in my next sort of line of inquiry, which was around, obviously, Barbecue Gate, where I think a lot of your older heads lost a lot of credibility. Mm-hmm. And in some cases were asked to fucking beat it. How do you reflect on that time when, you know, it's all right with the power of hindsight to be like, it was just a fucking barbecue. Yeah. Who gives a fuck? At the time. But at the time, having a barbecue was like almost like high treason, right?
Yeah. At the time, it was the wrong thing to do.
So as of 2023, Cronulla had the oldest age and Tigers were the youngest. The Dragons were kind of in the middle with around 25.95 years old was the average last year.
Last year? Okay.
Last year, yeah.
Because the team... What's the oldest? What's the average for the oldest?
Cronulla, 26.57.
Because I think today's team... Well, actually, there was a Moses Sully ruled out. But before that, I think it was 27.5 for the Dragons, 17 for this weekend.
As of this weekend.
Yeah, that's way higher.
Way higher than anybody else.
Yeah.
The team, Hook Griffin got criticised ad nauseum about Dad's Army.
Yep.
He recruited Dad's Army.
Yep.
The team now is older than under Griffin.
It's interesting, isn't it? It's interesting how people can have that moniker and are accused of being the oldest, and then something changes. You get a new coach. You lose a couple of players. You gain a couple, and then you come out the other side older, but no one notices. I don't think anyone would notice that the Dragons are the oldest player in the fucking team of the comp. You know,
I think results. This is the only time people start to look at those sorts of things. If you're winning, they've built a really good, experienced squad that knows how to win games. Mm. But if you're losing, different story. Motherfucker.
Dude, Donnie's fucking raw balling that thing.
Oh, that went straight into my brain. You cunt. Oh, fuck.
I put that right.
I took a big fucking whiff.
Oh, that was pure, dude. That was pure. I'm fucking so happy with that.
Buttons and dribblers, we might have the great fucking Angus Crichton on the blower.
Hold on a second. The try-scoring Angus Crichton from fucking 2 days ago. Is that what you're saying?
I would say dear friend of the fucking show, back row extraordinaire.
Hold on a second. Are you telling me Scott's to the fore,
Scott's to the fore, Scott's to the fore.
Scott. Let's not get it. I don't want to. But that Angus Crichton?
Old Lang Syne sort of stuff.
For Old Lang Syne, my dear.
For Old Lang Syne, my dear. For Old Lang Syne.
I drink a cup of kindness for the days of
Old Lang Syne. So basically, we've got the greatest back row in the history of the fucking comp about to call through. We're going to call him, right? Who will be wearing blue down in Melbourne, going to give it to those fucking cane-toed, two-headed fucking tree-sitting cunts.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
Angus Crichton.
Come on!
Yes!
Come on!
Now the phone's ringing.
We're here.
Gentlemen.
Angus Crichton, you are on the Hello Sport podcast. You are a dear friend. You are the saviour of the state.
Well, he's also a proud Scots boy, though.
Proud Scots boy. You are with Tommy, and you are with the Mad Dragon. I don't know if you know who the fuck he is, but he loves you.
The Mad Dragon. I think I have seen some of his stuff on your boys' page.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. Angus.
God.
Angus.
I love
Firstly, welcome to the show again. You were one of our earliest guests.
Yes.
I was young. And I got roasted for some of the comments. I didn't even say anything outlandish, but I got grilled from just some of the loose chat I had on that.
And you weren't even that loose. I feel like you kept it pretty high and tight. I'm like, what's anyone shitting on you for that?
I know, yeah, mate. Yeah, I'll have to give you a full breakdown. I'll come on again and taste an outlandish shit.
Fucking oath, mate. Yeah,
I think the most outlandish thing you did say, and it is contextually accurate now, where you go, all I wanted to do as a young Scots boy who dominated across the park, maybe I played fucking schoolboys, right? Maybe I played Jeeps ones, and maybe all I wanted in my life was to play for the fucking Waratahs. And they go, no, mate, you won't be in the fucking Waratahs jersey till you're 23. Well, guess what, cunt? Angus was playing with the fucking Blues by that age, bro.
No, that's right. The most outlandish thing Angus said was that I wouldn't mind playing rugby union at some point. Everyone went, that's psycho. That guy's lost his mind.
But are you guys fired up or what's going on?
Oh, we're fine. Mate, Angus, Manly just beat the Dragons 40-0, basically. We just beat the shit out of them, son.
I did catch the back end, but I've been watching Jerry Seinfeld out of Homebush. So
how was Jerry? Was Jerry good?
Mate, he was hilarious. He's still like so sharp. It's fucking unreal.
I love that you're a Seinfeld man. That doesn't surprise me at all. We do, Angus. I'm going to fucking glow you up a little bit here, bro. I'm going to suck your peanut if you don't mind. We do find you in 2024 in the year of our saviour St. Peter V'landys in the fucking form of your career, if you don't fucking mind me saying, bro. Dominated Origin 1. You have been selected for Origin 2. How's the feeling? How's the vibe? What's the fucking camp like? You're not in camp, but what's the fucking vibe around dominating those Queensland Cucks?
Yeah, man, I'm pumped. Obviously, game 1 was a bit of an uphill battle with 12 men, but mate, always an honour, and it was pretty special getting called back in after missing out last year and having to sort of scrape my way back into the team, and it sort of makes it more special and more sweet when you work your way back in there. And have they announced the team yet? I haven't seen anything. But
listen, technically this will come out tomorrow, but good friend of the show, Connor Watson's on the Matty Johns show, and they're basically announcing him as being named in the side, and we don't know whether technically that would. It'd be one of the it'd be one of the most offensive things of all time.
It'd be evil
if they rolled out Connor Watson on the Matty Johns show as being selected in the Origin side, and then it not happening. But apparently, Angus, Connor Watson is also in the side. Now, let's just assume for a second he is. Connor Watson, one of the great Australians of all time. He's also a Roosters teammate of yours. Let's just pretend for a second that you don't know that he's been selected. Like, what's that like to have a teammate like Connor who's battled injury and he was unfortunately and unjustifiably sent to Newcastle to play for those losers. Like, now he's back. Now he's back fucking playing for the state. How happy are you for Connor?
Mate, if the rumours are true, man, I'm fucking stoked for him. Are we talking allegedly or are we talking he's in?
Well,
mate, he was on the Matty Johns show and they're going, well, don't check your phone, bro. Don't check your phone because you might not be fucking, you might be selected. Is that match calling? Yeah. If they put him on the Matty Johns show after the game.
Was he on there tonight? Was he?
He's on there right now. We were trying to prank him mid-show.
And looking as fuckable as a man's ever looked.
How good is he looking, mate? I like the mane on him at the minute.
Yeah, it is nice. It is nice. Listen, I'll give you this piece of confidence, Angus. If he's not selected, then this entire part of the conversation will be removed, and no one will ever know we've had this conversation. So don't worry about that. But if he is selected,
even if he is selected, still run it. If he's not, run it back. He'll be right.
But if he is selected, like, what do you reckon? Like, how do you feel about that? Like, he's just one of those guys where you wouldn't have necessarily picked him to play Origin at the start of the year.
He just goes so hard and he won't ever let anyone down. Mate, me and him were playing at Brookie and Reggie's at the start of the year, round 1.
There you go.
Wow, bro. Wow.
That'd be pretty cool.
How was obviously, like, I want to take you to a dark place so that we can go to a beautiful one.
Okay.
Like, how was the feeling after the game 1? Like,
was that when Manly beat him, or did
no game 1 game 1 State of Origin?
Oh, State of Origin. Sorry, I'm thinking rugby league.
Yeah, mate, obviously fucking hurt, but I think like the amount of character and grit that we showed, like to be what was it, 10 points down, still with 20 to go. Like, we sort of fell away at the end there when everyone was pretty fucked. And up until that point, we were pretty competitive. And I think, obviously, we needed to be better as a team, but it was still a fair crack with 12 of us. So I think with 13 on the field, I'm pretty keen to give it another shot.
So, like, obviously, Madge sort of explained why Jakey Trbojevic couldn't be brought back onto the field given the, quickness around the ruck. Foot speed. Jakey Trbojevic.
Lateral speed.
Jake not laterally as quick as he should be, or is it as quick as others? But, like, what does Jake bring from a captaincy perspective to the Origin side? I saw a little thing you guys did with Channel 9 where they were like, who's the fastest in the team? And it was Jake Trbojevic. Who's the slowest in the team? Jake Trbojevic. Like, what does Jake bring to the side from a captaincy perspective?
Jake is just Jake, mate. Like, you can tell he just oozes passion and just goes so hard, and he's just going to be there whenever you need him, you know what I mean? You know what you're going to get with Jake, and that's what you need in those big games. And for people that are saying, like, questioning him, I just don't think they know footy.
That's such a good answer. Yeah. I've got one question, then I'll throw to Donnie, who's I'm sure itching for a fucking yarn. But, like, as a country boy, how did it feel for you going, yeah, we're not going to fucking train at Coogee anymore. We're going to get up in the mountains. We're going to do that tough stuff. We're going to fucking drag lumber around.
Yeah,
and we're
drag railway sleepers.
We're going to drag sleepers around, and we're just going to get down to that nitty-gritty fucking hard as fuck country football.
Hard Yakka Blue Mountains Rugby League.
That must have suited you to a T, bro.
It was actually hectic, eh? It was so good to get out of Sydney and just get up there and something different. And I think it was mad because all the boys, like, obviously a new group, get all the boys together and have a good time. And yeah, man, I'm keen to get back up there and go again, because you know what it's like the first time where you know a few new faces and that, and then you play a game together and obviously have some good memories and go and build on it again. I think there'll be a few more fresh faces too, so it'll be interesting to see who he brings in, and I'm just keen to get to work, eh?
Love it.
Fucking love it.
We're going to throw you over to the Mad Dragon, and then we're going to let you go, and we're going to let you live your life, because you've obviously given us too much of your time. We appreciate you greatly. But Donnie, have you got any questions for Angus?
Well, I guess on that same vein, I mean, you sort of go into a camp, and what's the difference between the coach you got now in Madge and the coach you had last year and the last few years in Brad Fittler? Brad Fittler was very much rub your feet in the ground, and
he was pretty different, eh? Like, obviously Freddie had his different sort of stuff with the earthing and breathing and all that sort of shit, which is cool, but Madge is pretty old school and sort of stripped it right back, and he's actually chilled out heaps. I actually had Madge early on in my career at South, and like, he was fucking hectic, eh? Like, he was so intense, but he's calmed right down, and but most days you're done pretty early, and I think he's just big on the connection piece and making sure everyone's really connected and ready to go, because obviously you're not sort of going to teach all these players much new stuff. You just need to get everyone on the same page and raring come Wednesday.
Love that. Well, Angus, brother, you know we're behind you. You know we're your biggest fan, mate. You're a fucking legend. You're in the form of your fucking life, brother. You're the best back row in the comp. It's not even close, in our opinion. You're going to win game 2, and we'd love to get you on the potty in the next fucking couple of months, bro, whenever you're ready to go.
Let's go, boys. Strap me in.
Love you, bro. Good to talk, bro. We'll talk to you soon.
Bye.
See you, mate. The great Angus Crichton, punters and dribblers. The great Angus Crichton, who is having a fucking field day this year.
Absolute field day.
And I think off the back of that, we conclude this episode. I would like to say a very, very, very big thank you to the Mad Dragon. You've come all the way from Perth, mate. You've been a fucking stallion to do a stream with. You've done the fucking episode with us. You're a legend. We love your passion, but thank you very much.
Go on, Dragons fans.
Fire up! Yeah!
That's us.
Could you two just not talk anymore?